Okay, I'm introducing my new best friend Jules from the Clay Society, and we're going to have a chat today about what it is that Jules does and some of the things that she's involved in, some of the amazing stuff that she's involved in. So we'll ask you a few questions.
Cute.
It's pretty special though.
It's cool.
So this is we're here in her studio in Kunda Park, and we're interrupting her work, so I'm pretty sorry about that.
That's all right.
But yeah, tell us a little bit about what you do and how you did it and when you got started.
Yep. So I'm the founder of the Clay Society. We started last year. I was a nurse for 15 years, so I worked in emergency departments and some pretty crazy prisons and some strange places. I left that when I had really bad post-traumatic stress, and I enrolled at TAFE to do an art class for therapy, and I thought that would be fun. And yeah, now I own the Clay Society.
Jeez, that's amazing then.
Yeah, it's all been a bit crazy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And not so long ago.
So yeah, no, I founded this about 1.5 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
and
we're
it's
new.
booming.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
booming.
exciting.
Yep.
You must be doing something right.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, we make thoughtful things and I take time to consider what we're making. But we have a good purpose behind why we make, and I think that makes us really different.
Okay, do you want to tell me what that purpose is?
Yeah. So we have Purchase with Purpose. So we support remote Aboriginal communities in the Northern Territory. All of our products support the remote laundries.
Yeah.
And we do that because I believe that we all have the ability to make a difference, and that the world's a much bigger place than just me and you.
Yeah, totally, 100%. So tell me, what is remote laundry about?
Yeah, so the remote laundries is really cool. So my brother's connected to that. He's the CEO of Aboriginal Investment Group.
Yeah.
The remote laundries is a non-for-profit charity. So they put in laundry facilities. It sounds pretty basic when you start to think about it.
Yeah.
In shipping containers into small remote communities,
Yeah.
so the people there have access to clean clothes.
Oh, fantastic. So it's like a little laundromat in a container.
It is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but they have special chemicals because we have different communicable diseases in community that need to be stopped by washing clothes.
Yeah, okay.
And if we don't stop them, they have really bad health consequences for the people that live in the communities.
Yeah, okay, that's amazing. Oh, that's such a special thing to be doing.
Yeah, it's cool.
Well, it's pretty awesome having lots of things like that you can be involved in, and then having a business that kind of takes you in a direction that like you can help people with, and probably get more people on board, so people that are buying the stuff can understand. And
so for me it's just
word.
about being an ambassador and just really talking about what the laundries do and the people in community and how they need us to help them. So there's amazing people when you go into community. They're amazing humans, but they're forgotten, and we just need to stand up and help them. And I still had a really strong desire when I left my nursing career to help people, and I just found that doing this through my business still fulfills that for me.
Yeah, fantastic. Oh, that's great. Well, that's definitely online with sort of what we love to work with and the people that we sort of surround ourselves with in our lives too, because it's all about giving back. So it's definitely my motto.
Yeah.
Can you tell me where your passion comes from for working with Aboriginals and indigenous communities in Australia?
Yeah, sure. So my grandfather was Aboriginal.
Yeah.
So we have Aboriginal heritage in our family. But I just see a real strong injustice towards our First Nations people.
Yeah.
And I feel really passionate about, just sharing their stories and just being involved and trying to produce positive impact for where they live. And they're our traditional storytellers.
Yeah.
And we're really privileged to be able to live on their land because this is their country. And I think they have a really strong sense of community, which we can all learn from.
100%.
Yeah, much stronger than non-Indigenous people. They all look after each other very much.
Yeah.
And their elders look after the children and they pass their language and their stories on. And they're just, really beautiful people. Yeah,
they are. They're very special. And I think that that's a really important thing, is that living as kind of a group in a community and supporting one another. I think that has got really lost in a Western sort of a world, and
absolutely.
so it is drawing back and having a look at that and understanding the essence behind that and what makes it so special and why community is so important to have.
Absolutely.
And that support and love that each one of us can give to one another within it.
Yeah, and just preserving their culture. So, they have beautiful things that they pass down to their children, and it's important that their kids learn their language.
Yeah, definitely.
And learn, their skills. They're amazing artists, and they tell stories through art, and all those beautiful things they pass down to their kids. It's just really special.
So did your grandfather do that with you?
My grandfather used to take us bushwalking.
Yeah.
So he never really spoke about his indigenous heritage. He was very connected to the land, but had a very strong disconnect from the community. And he used to teach us how to track animals and how to find water, and different plants that you could eat and ones not to eat.
Yeah, wow.
But he was really passionate about just the environment and looking after our land. So water conservation and recycling, and this was, I'm old, this was quite a long time ago, and he was like a real, we need to recycle, we need to make sure our beaches are clean.
So just having that awareness about...
Oh, he was so passionate about it,
Yeah, it's interesting, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
That love of land and that awareness that you find
I think
out
it's part of their culture. Definitely.
I do too. So it's something that we really need to learn and take on board and get serious with and start to make changes in our lives as well.
Yeah, I just think... there's a lot of injustice in Aboriginal communities in themselves, and I think it's really tragic how you can go into a community and there's 18 people sleeping in a 2-bedroom house and they don't have running water, but nobody's talking about that.
Yeah.
So I think if we have conversations and we talk to other people about that, that creates awareness.
Yep.
And then if the remote laundry is put in, the amazing facilities that they put in, and it helps employment and it helps people, it has such a bigger impact than just washing clothes.
Yeah, definitely.
And it helps their communities, and it's just a step in the right direction for everybody, I think.
Yeah, I do. I think it's a great thing. It's awesome. We'd really love to get behind and support that too. So
Awesome.
we'll talk about that later.
Sounds amazing.